All right, hey guys, it's Chad here from Real Experience Ball Reviews, Team Rex. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a ball review of the new Motiv Subzero Forge. We're going to be bowling on a fresh house shot. We're here at Spectrum Entertainment Complex. Big thanks to them for letting us use the beautiful VIP room. And today, a little bit about what we're going to do with the Subzero Forge. We are going to compare it to the Pride Dynasty as well as the Evoke. A couple shots with the Nuclear Forge as well. The Subzero Forge has got the detonator symmetrical solid as well as the leverage MXC solid cover. It's got a little bit of the Duramax additive, which has been in some of the other stronger solids that Motiv's had out over the few years. It's a lower RG, higher diff core, so we're gonna see this ball really wanna rev up, control the lane. It's gonna be something to use on the upper left part of the Motiv ball chart, which is gonna be strong and controllable. Let's throw some shots, check it out and see how we do. All right, so got the Subzero Forge here. So you are going to see the first shots off the press. I drilled mine with pretty typical layout for me. Numbers here, you're gonna be looking at 65 by 5 by 35. This is a layout that I've used on a lot of the Forge balls, as well as a lot of the others that you're gonna see here. The reason we went with that layout is we want to try to get the core to retain some energy, since it is a much earlier rolling and stronger ball. Pretty strong drill angle as well, so we can still see it get going down lane. And we are going to get the line marks off of this. You're gonna see the first shots right here. We haven't even thrown a shot on this lane yet. It's gonna be a total guess. All right, there we go. 10 in the pit. Thanks for tuning in, guys. All right. Let's see. So we really dug in pretty good with that. First few shots with any ball, you're kind of just trying to see where it's gonna pick up, what it's gonna do. Try to find where the sweet spot is. So we're clearly gonna have to move here, probably about 5 left on this one. All right, did I say 5 left? I meant 10 left. So still, overall, I like what I see, where it picks up. For a strong ball, especially on a fresh shot like this, we don't want too much skid, especially in this part of the category. We want this ball to pick up. We want to control it. Lots of flare right there too. We like it. All right, so we'll just keep going left. Maybe kind of play with the hand here a little bit. Try to make sure we get it to go longer. Get it down the lane. Maybe. All right, there we go. So we're still digging in. Lots of strength with it. Definitely no quit. I mean, you saw that right there. We'll give it a few more shots here just to kind of get it dialed in. Also kind of break in the pattern a bit. Color scheme on this ball is like already a favorite. You know, it kind of reminds me of like the old thrash balls that Motiv had out. So it kind of blends nicely together. All right, so pretty close to the last shot. Gave it a little bit more room. I'm also trying to create a little bit more length, a little bit more shape with my hand, just to help match up to what the ball is trying to do. Give a few more shots, just to kind of dial and break that one in. See if we can even bump a little bit further left and still keep that same type of shape. There's about another 3 or 4 left. Same type of hand position. I'm gonna tilt it a little bit more. Oh, that's in though. Yeah, and this with a fresher shape, fresher cover, that miss in and some hand has got no chance to hold. So let's see if we can take that same idea. Let's try to execute a little bit better. Lots of oil to wipe off of this thing. Props to the solid Rex chamois here, ordered yours today. Shameless plug alert. All right, let's try to throw this one a little better. All right, so we got that one a little bit further out. Kind of fell off in the way of that because, you know, athletic prowess and gifted physical conditioning is not what I have. But we'll try to do that same type of shot. As we're getting further left, what you're starting to see is that the ball really wants to dig in more. We're kind of getting to the limit of where this ball really wants to be in your bag. This definitely wants to be a heavier oil, longer pattern control ball. It's probably not the ball you really want to be doing big left to right with. Still see lots of energy, lots of power. Definitely something that really kind of steamrolls the pins here. So now that we're at that one, what I think I'm gonna do is switch over, get a couple shots with the Evoke. The reason I'm gonna choose that one is my next ball. It's a similar position on the Motive chart. It's a slightly more angular shape with the asymmetry on the Evoke versus the solid the solid symmetrical with the Subzero. So we're gonna throw a couple of shots in about the same zone, just compare them, start from there. This is probably about as big of a color contrast as you're ever gonna see between two balls as well. So let's see what the Evoke does in about the same area. All right, so that's kind of about what I expected to see. The Evoke certainly a little bit cleaner than what that Subzero was, with the stronger cover on the Subzero, as well as that symmetrical solid. The Subzero definitely wanted to dig in a little bit more and a lot sooner. The Evoke, a little bit more length, a little bit more down lane shape compared to what it is. I mean, honestly, that's kind of a perfect fit between the ball chart right there. Now, the Evoke was a sneaky good ball for me. This is one I wasn't quite sure what to expect when it came out. The more I threw it, I found it really matched up on a lot of different stuff. Used this ball at the USBCs, really helped me there too. So we missed in there because repeating shots is apparently not my strength today. But with the stronger covers like that, it's just not what you're gonna have, especially on a house shot right now. You're not gonna see a lot of that miss left. You're not gonna see a lot of that skid. So now going back to the Subzero, we were about 2 right with the Evoke. So I'm gonna go to that spot I was lined up at with the Evoke before the split. Wow, I mean, that's easily 1 or 2 feet earlier, 3 or 4 more boards total hook. That shot compared to the one that we struck the Evoke, I felt like we're pretty good off of my hand. So you see stronger cover, you see the core wind up a lot earlier. It's kind of a big tell between the two of them. So next, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna give you a shot here with the Pride Dynasty. So we're gonna go 1 spot down on the Motive ball chart. So this one, like the Evoke, it's got a little bit of asymmetry to it, but you are going to see this one be a touch longer, still pretty forward, and probably a couple boards less. We'll get to that same spot that we were just at with the Evoke and the Subzero. Let's see what kind of shape we get with those. All right, so we still push down the lane pretty good there. I do keep my Pride Dynasty. It's got a little bit of lane shine on it because I've used it quite a bit more. Obviously a lot longer than what the Subzero was. That one at least got down to the spot before it checked up. Still almost struck with it. Now, as you start to go down to the slightly weaker covers and weaker cores than the Subzero, then you get a little bit closer to the benchmark type balls. They're going to be a little more versatile. All So that one, giving it a little bit more room. You still see the length, you still see the energy with that ball. The Sub-Zero, as we started to climb in and open up our angles, that one definitely wants to still dig in a lot earlier. So it takes away some of that missed room left. It also takes away some of the recovery. We just got to stay in the comfort zone with the Sub-Zero. So going back to the Forge, off of that look that we just had with the Dynasty, we'll try to get it out just to show what happens there. And you see it just really digs in, really starts to truck a lot earlier than what the other ones do. We still were able to retain a little bit of energy, kind of shove the pins back in 9-pin. But if we were gonna stay lined up with that Sub-Zero, what we're gonna do is we're gonna climb a little bit further in, get back into that oil, kind of really show what this thing is capable of. So this is going about 5 left off of where we were just at. Missed it in again. You're getting all my great ones right here. This is a true uncut, real experience moment. So, but the Sub-Zero, I mean, it's definitely a ball that you are going to see a lot on heavier, longer patterns. Probably be a ball that you see on PBA Tour and some of the shows coming up this year. When you really want to control the spot, you really want something predictable and strong down lane, especially with closer angles. See, we're just starting to get into that zone where that ball just doesn't want to cover that many boards. And given so, there's other balls in the bag that can do that for you. This is one that you saw when we were on the Fresh. Gave us a lot of room, a lot of traction in the oil. What we'll do now is throw a couple shots with the Nuclear Forge. About the same type of layout here, similar numbers, slightly different pin position, but this is going to be the pearlized version of the Sub-Zero. This is a ball that, as we start to give away the pocket, open up our angles, that pearl cover is going to retain a lot more. So we'll go right back to where we just threw that last one. Got that one, that was a good one. So with the Nuclear Forge, I mean, a lot more length. We did not have to try to force that ball to get down lane. Really picked up. You saw a strong recovery there. I mean, the Nuclear Forge with that pearl cover is going to be one that we can easily give away the 3-pin a little bit more. So once you get further on in a block, or if you're on higher friction or medium volume type shots, the Nuclear Forge is a ball that's going to be a little more versatile for those. It's another one that I use this year at Nationals. Seeing that difference there too. That was still a little bit of a miss in, which seems to be my thing this morning. So you guys are getting the best part of that. But with the weaker cover right there, it just doesn't dig in as much. You get into the middle part of the lane, even on house shots, sometimes they tend to flatten out a little bit. You don't get quite the same taper. With that weaker cover on the Nuclear, it definitely helped push it down the lane a little bit more. With my speed, my rev rate, you would find that that would be a little bit more versatile to use as this pattern breaks down. But we'll close it out here with the Sub-Zero. Give you one more shot from inside. Oh, be good. Oh, there we go. So that was that. Going again, about 2 or 3 left from where we ended with the Nuclear Forge. Can easily keep my speed up on there. I don't have to feel like I have to feather it to make it read the spot. Very predictable, lots of strength, lots of muscle when it gets to the pins. I think it's really gonna be a ball that I'm gonna throw and feature a lot when I get to heavier patterns, or you get to patterns where maybe you get a little bit of that urethane stretch when we want the ball to pick up, bleed off energy before it gets to that spot, just be something really controlled. So hope you guys like what we did here. Be sure to check out the channel for more reviews, more content. Like and subscribe. Thanks again to Spectrum Lanes. Thanks to Motive Bowling. See you guys.